Yes, everyone, it is right here, the all-new Mercedes E-Class. The moment we've all been waiting for. The moment every Mercedes enthusiast was craving for. Let's just admit it. The previous generation Mercedes E-Class was a disaster. It looked horrible. This one signifies a rather interesting comeback, guys, and I'm going to show you all why. Let's take a look at it right now. The front design of the E-Class, everyone. First of all, I am very happy with how they followed the GL example. So the front grille looks very much like what you've seen on GL class models. This part may be a slight reference to the EQ classes, but then guys, look at the way they've done those headlights. Now, this kind of design could be a reference to the It reminds me of the S-Class of the very late 90s and the very early 2000s, guys. Can we just admire those micro Mercedes badges onto the grille? I mean, I don't think it's necessary, but it's so cute, guys. Now, when it comes to the rear design of the Mercedes E-Class, it looks almost as if Mercedes played it rather evolutionary. So if you look at this straight line that goes across, this is a direct reference to the previous generation. But now, Mercedes has shown quite a number of Mercedes pride to this car. If you look at this, you see the Mercedes badge right here and right there. This Mercedes E-Class costs 94,000 euros. Is it good value for money or not? We're gonna find out in a moment, guys. Let's get on with this review right now. This is a 2-liter diesel hybrid engine, guys. Now, this is a really cool concept. The electric motor of the hybrid system produces only 17 kilowatts, but the engine itself, the bad boy, produces 145 kilowatts. Just exactly what you need. Can we just take a moment and admire the exposed metal, everyone? 360-degree parking cameras, parking sensors at the front and at the rear. Get actual air vents right there, everyone. This Mercedes E-Class has the AMG kit to it, guys. Therefore, you get this wonderful alloys, guys. Also do get blind spot monitoring, everyone. Now, just like the EQ classes and just like the S-Class, Mercedes has resorted to pop-out door handles. However, the idea of having pop-out door handles is not really my favorite because they tend to be very wobbly. Look at this door handle, guys. For Mercedes standards, these door handles are a bit wobbly. And guys, for a price of 94,000 euros, you do not get soft close. Mercedes expects you to do it yourself. Mercedes, what's with your fake exhausts right here? Yes, everyone, the part which I was very much looking forward to. The interior of the Mercedes E-Class. Ooh, righty. Now the interior is the big deal, everyone. It's seen massive changes. It is so cool. Now, guys, the idea of the interior is a blend between what I've seen in the GL classes and what I've seen in the EQ classes. Now, the fact that you have so many screens just all over this interior, this is a direct reference to the EQ classes. And also what I like is that Mercedes has introduced continuous air vents right here. Well, the rest of it is not air vents, but you get the idea. It's disguised within the design. This is such a cool feature, guys. Now, let's see what happens. I'm just gonna click this and just look, a lot of it illuminates. Oh, so this is what happens when I start the Mercedes E-Class. The passenger can enjoy a bit of the infotainment system, everyone, some media controls, and then also obviously my favorite feature would be the navigation feature, the mapping, guys. Now, out of Mercedes, BMW and Audi, Mercedes never had the most interesting of infotainment systems. The center over here is very solid. I like how it cocoons you guys, how every Mercedes E-Classes were traditionally. Now, when it comes to the infotainment system, Mercedes has abandoned the concept of a swivel wheel since the release of the new S-Class. I was not really a big fan of this move, but then to be fair, Mercedes knows what they're doing and they did have an interesting compensation for that. The passenger gets also some infotainment system, so why not, guys? The steering wheel is very good, although it's super thick. It's like a mountain bike tire, and the pallets are very small, guys. Like if my hands are here, I cannot reach the pallets. I can only reach them with the tip of my finger, but that's why I have to put my hands here in order to use the pallets. Yeah, anyways, now when it comes to steering adjustments, guys, the steering adjustment is electric, but it's super slow. Yeah, to be honest, electric steering wheels in every car I've tested so far, they're very slow. Electric seating adjustment. Mercedes always traditionally kept it here. This is so good. I love it. It's very easy to use, very detailed. I like it. With seating memory, heated seats and ventilated front seats, guys. Just what I needed. Under thigh support. Let me see. Does it have under thigh support? Oh, it does, guys. The under thigh support is just right here. You just have to click the button carefully. Underneath this dark wood trim, you get a wireless cell phone recharge. 2 cup holders there that are adjustable by size. It's great. 2 charging ports in there and a micro storage space down there. Good for your keys. And then a traditional Mercedes storage, because they always have this sort of cover. And now central console storage is great. It's average for its segment and price. And you get 2 charging ports in there. Glove box, guys. Ooh. Yeah, the glove box isn't very deep, but then it's debatable. It's not very deep. It's not good. But then at the same time, for this price and segment, you don't really worry about practicality that much, do you? The door bin, though. The door bin is awesome. It's very spacious, and I'm pretty sure it can fit a big water bottle in there. No storage for your sunglasses, everyone, but you do get a panoramic sunroof. This is your digital instrument cluster. It looks great. Now, the infotainment system. I was told that apparently this camera over here can be used for your business conferences, guys. Conference cameras. This is really ideal, guys. You can also adjust the displays over here, guys. It's so good. It's really nicely detailed. Now, you have to get used to the controls, to the system, guys. You have to get used to it. But otherwise, once you're used to it, it is fantastic to use. Very practical. And it feels like home, guys. Now, guys, we're going to check out the rear seats of the Mercedes E-Class. But before doing so, it's confirmed that this car really needs a chauffeur because this back door is super long, guys. Check this out. It sticks out very proudly from here. So every time I open the door, it's going to eventually make contact with my stomach. Now, the rear seat of the Mercedes E-Class, everyone. The part which I was very much looking forward. Yeah, the door handle. I was pulling from it and again it wobbles a lot. But otherwise, guys, it is fine. So, back seat pocket. Can fit my phone in there. And otherwise, You see, I had this, this is a nice armrest, but when it comes to the cup holders or how to pull this armrest out, I had the same problem in the other Mercedes models, like the EQ classes, guys. I had no idea how this works. Forget it. Otherwise, for the rest of this back seat, it's really good, very cozy, very comfortable. I like it. So when it comes to legroom is a bit limited, but that's because of the seating adjustments and also because of the nature of the E-Class. It's not an S-Class, guys. It's not entirely a limousine, but it is still in the premium segment nonetheless, so we have expectations. Otherwise, knee room is great. My headrest is very cozy. Headroom is good, just about good, I'd say. You get climate control for the rear seats, everyone. Now, side door bins are actually great. Big enough up lighting over here, coat hook over here, and a nice handle right here. Now, the handle is plastic, guys. This is something a bit questionable, but it's fine. Now, guys, the part which I've been looking forward to for a long time, the boot space of the Mercedes E-Class. Now, traditionally, every E-Class has to have the best of boot spaces and the best of rear seats because they are very popular when it comes to taxis. Here in Belgium, the taxi companies love the E-Class. All right, so the boot space is super deep. In fact, it is deeper than what I recall seeing from a Skoda Superb. There's a ridge over here. It is plastic. The floor is somewhat adjustable with more storage down there and some maintenance kit, repair kit. Now, be very careful. When putting luggage inside, there is exposed paint right here. Just be careful with the paint. This boot space is super deep, guys. It's really practical for luggages. I told you this would be ideal for taxis. Now this knob right here is to fold down the back seats, guys. And then over here, guys, if you look, you get a floor that's nearly flat. You just have to watch out for the little ridge right here. It's covered in plastic, so it's very durable. Just be very careful with your seat belts, everyone. I almost had the seat belt stuck in there. So just make sure they're here. There we go. So here's my conclusion of the Mercedes E-Class, everyone. For a price of 94,000 euros, is this Mercedes E-Class good value for money or not? You know what, everyone? I have to say this Mercedes E-Class is just good value for money, but there's a lot of purpose to it. It has a lot of potentials. Yes, I was a bit disappointed by certain areas, guys. Like when it came to something about the absence of soft close, certain gadgets were missing, guys. But when it comes to Mercedes, they don't really specialize in gadgets compared to BMW and Audi. Mercedes always specialized in its design, guys. They always specialized in the looks. It's the design that does all the talking, guys. The Mercedes E-Class is very versatile. In fact, it is so versatile that they don't really have a stereotype of their own. They are popular as embassy vehicles. They're popular as taxis. They're popular as government vehicles. They're even popular as private vehicles. This is how flexible the E-Class is, and I see great potentials in this particular E-Class. 10 years from now, people will be using this E-Class to move houses. Literally. I mean, look at how spacious the boot space was. Well, the AMG kit is selective. I'm not a fan of it, especially for the E-Class. I think AMG kit pairs well with some GL model, like the GLE, for example. That goes well with the AMG kit. If you really want an E-Class with the AMG kit, go straight for the estate version. That's something you're gonna love. And make sure the wheels are 5-spoke. That's what I would choose if I have to pick AMG kit. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos that are on the run. I'll see you all next time.